We're at the Oven, Nike Golf in Fort Worth, Texas, and we've got Dave Franklin, who's the design expert for Nike putters, and we've talked a little bit about Method and some of the technology there, but now we've got Method Core drone putter. I've shot the putter out there, we've seen it, but you're going to give us a little more insight on what went into the design and what you were thinking. Okay. With the insert and with the design of the putter.
Okay. Well, you've seen the original methods. The first introduction of the methods were pretty traditional, things that you had seen pretty frequently. And the reason for that is we had a new technology in the face. We had a new way to roll the ball. If we took a putter that looked like this out there and said, hey, try our new technology in the face, how would you know what really made the difference? So the first method putters were pretty traditional. So now that we've proven that that technology works and had tour success and wins, we can get a little bit more creative from a dynamic standpoint and from a physics standpoint and make a putter that's much more stable. Maybe it looks a lot different, but it's performs much better. And so with you,
we have the players buy into one part of it, and then the easy, maybe a little easier part would be then head shape, because proven technology on on how the ball comes off the face, and now you can say now we're working on MOI and making the putter a lot more stable.
Exactly. It's about MOI and stability through the stroke. There's a lot of things that this helps for a lot of people, especially a guy that doesn't get to practice very much. So. And Suzanne Peterson had success with this putter. She had gone out with a Method 004, which is a double bend blade style putter, and she wanted a more of a mallet style, and we didn't offer that. So we went to the drawing board and we came out with the Method Core drone. And what this is it's actually a framework. If you dissect this putter and break it down to its components, it's actually just an empty frame. And that way we can manipulate where we place weights and how we distribute that weight. So like I showed you earlier, we have an extremely lightweight insert in the middle of the face. So that's where you don't want weight. You want the weight on the perimeters, and you want it away from the face. So we put a very lightweight insert in the face. And then in the sole, you want a deep, low CG. So to get it lower, we put a sole plate that's actually heavy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking it was going to be light rubber, and that's got some mass, some weight to it.
Exactly.
That's surprising.
That's why I waited to show that to you. I wanted to see that surprise look.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd never seen that before.
Yeah.
By comparison, it's night and day as far as what I would have thought that would have weighed.
You're right. It looks like a piece of rubber, but it's actually Optimass. So it's a proprietary material that's very heavy for its shape and its look. So we use that to get the weight low. Okay, and then we use a couple more Optimass weights in the heel and toe aft in the back of the putter. So now what you've got is weight low and weight out and away from the ball. So you've got a very stable configuration. Getting it out and away from the ball is kind of like, I always say, it's a tightrope walker with a long pole. You get that pole long and you get it away from the middle, then he's more stable. Same thing here. You get it out and away from the ball, it's much more stable from left to right.
And it would allow you then, with the long putter or belly crazed putter, to do some different things with this and still have that stability, wouldn't it?
Well, what we do, that's an interesting question. What we do, this comes in a belly. It also comes in a little bit heavier putter to be a short, like a 33 or 32 inch putter. So this can be actually adjusted in density. So if you get a belly putter or a heavier short putter, it looks exactly the same. It's just that this piece is heavier. So we adjust the weight. We can get 50 grams of difference between weights with this.
All right, so now we've gone Method and Method Core drone with new technology, and we're going to get in the next video into some of your concept.
Exactly. This one came out in fall of 11. We have a concept putter that'll be out in mid-February of 2012, so we can talk about that one next.
Perfect. Thanks, Dave.
You bet.